Have you ever wondered how I have saved money over the years going to Disney, Universal, anything to that nature? Hey everyone, my name is the Theme Park Evangelist. I have been YouTubing for a little over 7 years, and over this past 4 years, almost 5 years now, I have been living in this state called Kentucky, and I actually live in a little section called Northern Kentucky, which is literally just outside of Greater Cincinnati or just Cincinnati. Literally about 20 minutes away from Cincinnati, to be specific. I'm 30 years old. I got a fiance. Her name is Katie, and I got one brother. Unfortunately, I do live with my parents, but you know what? They are some great parents despite the fact that sometimes they can have their quirks and I can have my quirks, but I cannot complain. And I got some really cool friends down in Florida, and that's actually one of the things I'm going to be talking about today. But first, to answer that question, how have I been saving money at the theme parks over the years? Well, this is a new series that I'm going to be discussing. How have I managed to go to Central Florida the past going on 4 years now by barely spending any money at all? And also, how have I managed to not spend that much at the parks, whether it's on food and beverage, merchandise? Like, if you're familiar with my YouTube channel at all, you will know that I can easily go to any of those parks, including Legoland, and I can even go without spending a penny if I even chose to. And for those of you who have been watching my YouTube channel before I moved away from Florida, yes, I'm originally from Florida, then you'll even know I didn't just even work there. Work there. I also had family that worked there at one point. And I even have family who still even works there. So, if this is anything... And here's Katie actually now. This is my fiance.
Hi.
Don't expect much from her. She's exhausted. She's also a little camera shy as well. But she's a sweetheart. But...
Cold.
And she's also cold. Because I got the window open because I was burning up. So, let's get into it. So, anyhow, my very first discussion topic is going to be how have I always saved money going to the theme parks over these years. So, to answer that question, we first need to go over over something. So, obviously, I have to drive over to the airport, I obviously will tell you right now, I don't personally drive my car over there. I will wait for a family member, now Katie, to take me over there. I will go over the drop-off section. I'll go through the whole process, bagging, or baggage, not bagging, baggage and, the TSA. I'll hop on my plane that I would have already booked way in advance. And on top of that, I intentionally travel during the winter months when their prices are down. But there's a good reason why I do that, but that's another story for another time. And then I'll get down there, and then I have a close friend who will come and pick me up from the airport, and the rest is history. So, for one thing, I have connections to the parks. I have family and I have friends who work for Disney World, Universal, Legoland, and if I don't necessarily have friends and family who work at those places, I have friends at least who have some kind of annual pass to other places like SeaWorld, or who are planning on getting an annual pass of some sort. Now, I'm not going to say who these friends are, but that's how I've always done it. So, like, back in July, I went down to Central Florida. I took that one back there with me, and I had people who were willing to help me and her and my brother and his friends for that matter get into Disney World and Universal Orlando for free. I never had to spend a single penny on a theme park ticket. Now, for those of you who are not aware, and I'm actually going to switch screens for this one, theme park tickets are extremely expensive. In fact, they're so expensive, I'm going to even pull up the current price for Disney tickets right now while we are talking, just to prove a point. And this is not even discussing lodging whatsoever. I'm just going to be talking about theme park tickets here. And obviously, for those of you who do not have any kind of connection, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find cheaper ways. I will tell you right now, those ticket booths that you will find that are scattered throughout Central Florida that claim to have cheap tickets, they are fake. They are there to scam you. All they want is for you to hand over your money. And then they will hand you a ticket that doesn't even work. For Disney World, for example, they use RFID tickets. So, for example, you go up to Disney World, and let's say that you have a paper ticket. Before you can even go through the turnstiles, or whatever they call them, you have to go over to guest services, and you have to take that paper ticket and you have to turn into an RFID ticket. This ticket is then placed against a little Mickey symbol. You place your finger down, and your finger is basically tied into that ticket from the rest of the day or the rest of your trip, however you go about doing it. Your finger is officially now linked to your ticket, and that's how they identify you. Universal, I don't 100% remember how they do it, but even Universal is extremely expensive. Now, one thing I will tell you is Disney tries to trick people into buying more days, and that's why I'm actually going to first start with looking at 1 day, and then I'm going to look at like 10 days, for example. Like, I'm just going to go to Disney World for 10 days. Why not? I'm just going to go to Disney. I'm not even going to go to Universal. And just keep in mind, all the way through until January 9th, they are still requiring park reservations. So let's look at 1 day. We're just going to go to the Magic Kingdom tomorrow. Why not? It's New Year's Day. It's the best way to celebrate the 2024. Been there, done that. I have actually worked at Magic Kingdom on New Year's Day. I get it. I'm not even going to look at tonight. Alright, so just for a one person ages 10 plus, you're looking at $159 to $268. And your only parks available tomorrow are Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is completely sold out. So don't even consider going there, because it ain't going to happen. And also, something that new that Disney World is doing is some parks are cheaper than others. So tomorrow, for New Year's Day, that is, the cheapest ticket that you can purchase is Animal Kingdom at a starting rate of $159. And then you're looking at Hollywood Studios with a high of $179. Could you imagine how much Magic Kingdom would cost? And then you're probably wondering, so what was that, other price? Park Hopper Plus is $268. Visit multiple theme parks each day of your ticket, plus enjoy a number of visits to a water park or other Walt Disney World fun. Now, this is where you're probably going to hate me. I don't get, if I do the whole Park Hopper Plus option, which I do have connections to do that, I am not going to kill myself, and I'm not going to go to Magic Kingdom and then Blizzard Beach in the same day. Can I do that for free? And that's why I said you're going to hate me. I can do that for free. once again, as I said, I have connections. I have people that are able to help me do that. But most of the time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the $248 option. However, I don't have to worry about that $248. But like I said, you're going to want to find other ways to go about getting that cheaper cost. And one way I have found recently where you can actually save a ton of money is by going on websites such as, I don't remember what offhand. Let me look that one up, actually. Okay, I got it up now. So I am on a website called ticketsatwork.com. Now, this may not make any sense to you, but I found a Magic Kingdom park-based ticket for just one day for $184, and then you can add on Park Hopper option for $64, and then you can add on Park Hopper Plus option, like I was mentioning earlier, for an additional $84. And according to ticketsatwork.com, all four parks are available, but it's $184 for any of those four parks. So, according to the Disney World website, it's a different price based on what park you're going to. So, it really depends on what you prefer more. Now, let's go ahead and see how much it would cost if we were to go ahead and do multiple days. Like I said, I'm going to do, for fun, 10 days. I'm not actually buying these things. I'm just looking just for the fun of it. Let's go ahead and see how much 10 days is. Like, I'm just going down to Disney World for 10 days. Why not? Which I plan on doing for my honeymoon. Now, get this. You're now looking at for one park per day, $735.33 per ticket. But that's all 10 days. But that's $73.54 per day times 10 days. If that makes any sense. Versus if I were to do the water park and sports option, which is their I'm guessing she's going to the bathroom. Of course, their water park, Blizzard Beach, Typhoon Lagoon, then ESPN Wide World of Sports, you're looking at $805.33 per ticket. And then you add on the Park Hopper option, $830.33 per ticket. So, it's only $95 more to add on Park Hopper option if you add on multiple days. And then it's $850.33 per ticket if you add on Park Hopper Plus option. See, that's how Disney gets you. They try to get you to buy more days to save you more money, but also gains them more money at the same time. It's kind of stupid like that. And I'm going to go through one more time through Tickets at Work. This time we're going to look at and see how much 10 days through Tickets at Work is, just to see if there's a price difference. And yes, guess what? There is. For $661.80 per ticket, you can see all four parks as many times as you want. And then if you add on Park Hopper option, just for the fun of it, let's turn that on and see how much it would cost. With the Park Hopper option, see, right now it's at $661.80 without the Park Hopper. Okay, we're adding on Park Hopper, $730.69. Keep in mind, this is still the same thing. You're still looking at 10 days, going to Disney World. But what I don't understand is tickets at work is ironically more expensive if you're just going for a day, but it's cheaper if you're going for more than one day. So I would highly, highly recommend ticketsatwork.com. I will put it in the comments below for you guys to check out. This will save you so much money. I actually found about this website through Meyer, and trust me, it has been a lifesaver for a lot of people. I would personally use it more if it wasn't for the fact that I had these connections. And trust me, Universal ain't any better. And we're just going to look up how much Universal's prices are as well. So I'm loading that up right this second just to look and see how much they are. It's kind of fun doing this all on my Chromebook because I can still keep my video recording at the same time I'm on another screen looking at something else. Now, if I only had the software so I could let you guys see what I'm doing, but I don't. Alright. We're going to look at tickets and packages. I promise after I do Universal, that's it. So here's something that you can do, and I'm actually going to look at this right now. And this is a special that's just on Universal's website. It's get 2 days free with a 2-day with a 2-park 2-day ticket. Honestly, that's not a bad deal. And you can even add on Volcano Bay if it was a lot warmer out, right? Which right now in Florida, according to them, it's like in the high 60s, low 60s, then of course low 40s at night sometimes. And to them that's very cold, but compared to here, that's a lot warmer, and I'd much rather have that. So we're going to do park to park. We're going to do Universal and Islands of Adventure. And they actually also have a 3-park 2-day plus 2 days free promotional ticket. Let's just look at that just for the fun of it. And that is $365.99 each. Of course, I'm only looking at adult tickets here. And then they also have a 3-park 2-day ticket. And that's $166.50 each. Or per day, I should say. So, you know, that's actually really not a bad deal if it comes down to it. So the first one was get 4 days total, the 365 one. Visit all 3 parks each day, valid for any 4 calendar days during a 7 consecutive calendar day period, which commences on and includes the sales date. Sorry, the day selected. And then the other one was from $332.99 per adult ticket. Volcano Bay is closed on selected dates. And that includes all 3 parks, and the only thing that you have to be willing to do is to try to do both parks in one day. So honestly, if it comes down to it, the cheapest option is the 3-park 2-day plus 2 days free promotional ticket, because that's actually very cheap. Even if you were to like get, let's say, like 2 adults. And then apparently, just like Disney World, they also do this thing where you have to choose a date, and it, depending on the date you look at, it's cheaper some days, more expensive other days. So like once again, we're looking at New Year's Day again, just because it's the closest. You're looking at $849.98 for 2 adults just to go to Universal tomorrow. But once again, that's literally the equivalent of 4 days at the park. So if you wanted to go that way and do or buy your tickets through Universal's website, you can. But like I mentioned to you, tickets at work has actually been a lot cheaper. You can probably get the same exact thing through tickets at work and knock off a couple $100. Not everybody has the benefit like I do of getting into the parks for free, and for that matter, Universal as well. I get to see both Universal parks for free in one day, which is a huge plus. The only thing I don't get to do for free in Universal is park for free. Disney, I do get to park for free because I usually have somebody that's with me that's willing to wait me on and get me free parking. And considering parking is ironically where Disney and Universal make a lot of their money, I mean, forget about food and beverage. Parking and merchandise is where Disney and Universal make all their money. Universal even said it themselves that... Okay, she is back. They make all their money just alone from butterbeer and wand sales, which is sick. It's absolutely sick. Well, I'm going to let Katie take a nap in here, but I hope that I gave you guys some help as far as like how to save money on your next trip to Florida. The next topic I'm going to be discussing at another date, probably tomorrow. I'm going to be going over how I have spent multiple nights in Florida for free. And I'm also going to go over how you can stay the night in Central Florida for free and some of the places I recommend. And I shouldn't say for free. I can't exactly, speak for you guys on, like, where you should spend the night, but, like, I can recommend places that you can check out, places that I've heard about. I lived in Central Florida for 25 years, and I know for a fact that there are some, decent-ish, motels that you can stay at in the Disney area and Universal area for a relatively low price. I don't know how many people that watch my YouTube channel honestly have a way to stay in Central Florida for free, but I am extremely happy for anybody who can get into the parks for free, who can stay in Central Florida for free. But hopefully this will give you guys a better insight. I've had a lot of people, especially people that know me well, that are like, you spend too much money on traveling, and trust me, I don't spend as much on traveling as people think I do. I know my ways around spending gobs of money, and that's why I wanted to start this. And I want to do it now while it's slower, before it gets crazy again. I have to go back to walking around the parks again, because I can't kind of do that stuff while I'm walking around the parks, especially because there's too many strangers that are listening in. Like, it's not like this where I'm in a private home and people can click on the video if they want to. Alright, I will see you guys in the next vlog, and always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out. Happy New Year.